Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. Before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Man, tonight we're reviewing Ready to Love, Make a Move. The beginning of the end, I believe, is what the title of the show is called. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell notification, so you don't miss any of our reviews. Let's get started, man. We get started with the ladies sitting down talking to Tamika, right? They're having a conversation with Tamika, and Tamika telling him, look, this is the start of the end. Like, we're getting ready to close this thing up, getting ready to wrap this thing up. And then Zadia, as if she was in grade school, it's just like, Tamika, anything anybody wants to talk about. As in grade school, you see Nadia raise her hand. It's like, not really, she didn't raise her hand, but it felt like that to me, right? It felt like she raised her hand and like telling the teacher on other students, well, like, I'm tired of being bullied and calling out my name. Sharice said I ain't never gonna be and I won't, she really just went out and told on Sharice, and Sharice was like, I thought we was friends and we could have this conversation. Both of y'all bringing some negative type energy, right? Both of y'all are as equally responsible for your actions, right? Even though in the last incident, Sharice probably took some things out of context, right? Not in context, she took things out of line. And Zadia knew what she was saying. I don't think she meant any ill will about it. Like, I saw you and LJ kiss. What kind of friend? I don't kiss my friends. Being a little shady. And it rubbed Sharice the wrong way. And Sharice felt some type of way about it. So you got these two women who are living in a house who don't care for each other at this point. And Zadia decided to tell the principal on Sharice, like, what's she going to do? Kick her out the house, right? What's she going to do? Ban her? What was she going to do? Put her in timeout? That's not going to happen here, right? So at the point, they were just basically just spilling the beans on each other. Sharice said, I'm not even going to try to give you that type of energy. I don't want to talk to her. I'll talk to you. We're not going to talk. I'll tell you. And Tamika, like, well, talk to her. You don't want these two women to talk together. This is going to be, if they ever would talk to each other, it's going to be an explosion. Boom, right? Explosion. They don't get along. And that's the way it is. It is what it is. Some people just don't like each other. Some people just don't mesh. It is what it is. We know Zadia's behavior has come down just a little bit. Because they would have got this with the Zadia from the couple seasons ago, or the DC season, and the Sharice from now. These two women probably think we was on Jerry Springer or something like that. But nonetheless, or Love and Hip Hop. Nonetheless, these two women coming down. Tamika moving forward. She tells the women, like, look, I need y'all to move forward. Let's go on. You guys are going tonight. The men will be coming to the house, right? And you need to decide who you're going to keep. If you're going to keep the guys that you're with, not keep the guys you with, or are you going to move on, right? Are you going to move on? I'm here for it, right? I'm here for Sharice. I'm here for Zadia. But again, we move forward. We're moving forward. We move on with Tamika. Tamika says this. Excuse me, let me go back to the vignette, which is interesting. The vignette where Sharice is talking. Sharice talks in the vignette, talking about, you know what, I might have called her a B. If she worried about me kissing LJ, I ain't worried about her screwing Cam. Keep throwing shots out there. Look, if that lady want to screw that man, let her screw that man. We know that Zadia said she hadn't had none since June of 2022. I guess that's what. Yeah, June 2022. If Cam was Cam was rocking it, Cam rocking it. Let it move on. All right, here we go. So all the men come to the house like they normally do for their little mixer. Sharice is giving Don the attitude, like, yo, what's up with you and my friend, right? Why you let my friend get attacked? Like she believes that Don and Ashley ain't gonna work out. Now, Sharice, you're a smart woman, because I think it the same way, right? I don't think Don and Ashley's gonna work out after this show. I don't think it's gonna happen. But Sharice peeps the game. Sharice sees it. Sharice tells Don, you let my girl get attacked. You let get attacked by your friend. Wrong answer, right? We see Cam, right? Cam and Zadia go walk off. They have a conversation. They talk like they normally do. Dude does not like you. I had to pause this, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I keep seeing the chain that Cam has on his neck, the TCS, the TSC, and I really wanted to know what it was, right? I really wanted to know what it was. I paused the show and I had to zoom in real quick to see what it was. If you don't know what the necklace is, it's the street cam. That's what it's called. The street cam. The TSC is the street cam. Maybe that's the name of his company or what he does, but it's the street cam. I just needed to know what the necklace was because it was irritating me. I knew it stood for something, and I would say the little words, but it's the street cam. But nonetheless, Sharice, Zadia says she's keeping Cam. She keeping Cam. Same story. Different week, same story with Zadia and Cam. Move on. We see Don talk to Ashley about the, they begin to talk, and Ashley said, like, yo, Don told us the last two encounters that we had were not great, right? The last two encounters we had wasn't good. My friend, was aggressive to you. And then you and me at our little lunch that night, complaining about the fact that I didn't stand up for you. I wasn't your protector. And she's totally right. Don didn't protect her. Don wasn't there. He didn't try to stop the situation. Don trying to play being naive, right? Don said something here. I'm like, bruh, you wasn't aware of what was going on. You didn't see that your girl was attacking her. You didn't know. Come on. Ray Charles saw that. You in the middle of the conversation. When it started going left, you didn't intervene, right? When it started going left, you ain't say, hey, that's enough, shorty. You ain't pull your girl off to the side. You ain't tell Ashley, hey, you know what? Let it slide. She'll mean no harm. You didn't do anything. Like, you didn't break this bad boy up, and you don't see how. Don said that he should have spoke up for Ashley. He should have spoke to his friend. He said he spoke to his friend, and she's willing to apologize, right, to Ashley, which is a big move there, right? But is she willing to apologize because she mean it, or is she willing to apologize because you told her? It's two different things, right? If she's going to apologize because she really means to apologize, that's good, right? If she apologizing just to make peace with you, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Ashley said she wants to protect her, right? She wants somebody that's a ride or die. She wants somebody that got her back. Yeah. She wants somebody that got her back. I laugh at these two because Don talks about how he doesn't want to, all his relationship has been toxic. Dog, you in another toxic relationship. The girl told you on the last episode that if you did that to her, she'll smack you in the face. What woman are you going to stay with who told you, if you do that to me, I'm going to smack you in your face? Dog, if that's not toxic, if that's not toxicity just coming out of the veins, it is, right? She is a little rah-rah. It is, her and Dom's friend was not wrong, right? Was it a time and place for her to say it? Probably not. But she wasn't wrong. Ashley is toxic. Don, you in another toxic relationship. Just want to let you know that. You and Ashley are in a toxic relationship. And maybe you like toxicity. Maybe you like toxic relationships. Don, she's not the one, right? Ashley and Don is not hitting it. But I move on because we get to them a little bit later. We see Sharice. Sharice talks to Maurice. She's concerned more so we're dealing with Maurice about their long distance relationship, right? If their long distance relationship works, I think Sharice and Maurice is probably the only couple on the show that's gonna work. She brought him back. He's starting to talk more. They like each other's financial situation. They both have great careers, great jobs, whatever the case may be. She really starting to feel him and starting to like him. He's opened up, showed him to his daughter, his family. Yeah, I think Sharice and Maurice, but nonetheless, Sharice keeps Maurice and their keeper. We see Vern talking to Tabari. All right. I think on the last video I said Jabari. Either way, Jabari, tomato. Tabari in this case, and she has concerns, that she likes Tabari, but the biggest concern is, can Tabari keep up the communication when she moves back to Houston? Like because let's be honest, Vern is not moving to New Orleans. Her kids are in Houston. Her businesses are in Houston. Her party life or club life or whatever else she does to do is in Houston. Her money is in Houston. She's not moving to New Orleans for this man. And this man, let's be honest, this man ain't moving to Houston for her. He runs a radio station. He has a restaurant, I think, with his family. He does some DJ stuff for kids. He is not moving to Houston. Now they can communicate, they can FaceTime, they can phone, they can FaceTime each other, they can Zoom each other, they can go StreamYard with each other, whatever the case may be. But neither one of these people are moving. But nonetheless, she keeps Tabari and they move on. All right. Zadia keeps Cam, Vern keeps Tabari. We see Ashley keeps Don. And then you see Sharice keeps Maurice, right? Both of them in a toxic relationship. All right, now we see the couples together. Here we go. Tamika comes in and says, y'all got to go home. Get up out of here. You ain't got to go home, but you got to leave, right? Because we got some things to discuss. But before the men go, she tells the men that they are in charge of the next date. In other words, you're on your own. Do something nice for these women. Let's see what you can do, right? Let's see how you can handle it. Let's see how you can take care of it. What will you do for these women to seal the deal or to close this situation, to close this thing up? So nonetheless, we see first date. We see Don and Ashley, right? Don takes Ashley zip lining. He puts her up in, no, take that back. Rewind. We see Vern and Tabari. Tabari rents a bus out, a double-decker type bus, and takes her through the city of New Orleans, gives her a tour of New Orleans, give her a history lesson, man. I mean, if you know from New Orleans, you should know your city. He gives her the city tour. He tells her about the city. He tells her everything she needs to know from being how's a Catholic city, how's a little below sea level, all the pieces. Very nice date. Thought it was interesting that he was able to rent the bus out. Production rents the bus out, and they was on a double decker, and they had a good time riding through the city, giving her opportunity to see what New Orleans is all about. Conversation is good. I think she likes him, but I don't know. Still something there. He introduced her to his mama, but that's past episode. It's still something there. I just don't see Vern moving. He's cool. He cool. Nice to hang out with. I don't see her moving for him, but move on. We see Don takes Ashley on a zip lining date where they would travel across the water, across alligators. I think 5 or 6 different zip lines. And Ashley is scared of heights. Hey, one way to keep her in the air, keep her in suspense, is put her in the air, right? One way to keep her quiet is have her screaming and yelling. Now, Ashley's talking about God, and she's talking about she's scared of heights and she ain't gonna do this. Send her a confessional. If y'all find these fingernails or you find these eyelashes, it's for me, mama. Nonetheless, I think Don liked the fact that she was being adventurous. I think Don liked the fact that, they didn't have to interact too much. There was something active they could do, something they could participate. Well, I think one of the better dates they went on, she did go down the zip line with Don. No argument here, no fussing here, no anything that would be toxic here, right? She said she wanted somebody that got her back. Guess what? He had your back as he was pushing you down that zip line. He wasn't your protector. The protector was that harness she was on. But nonetheless, I thought the date was good. And I did with Ashley's do-rag that she rocked, right? The do-rag that she rocked, the leopard print, the do-rag that she rocked on their date. But they went zip lining. Good date for them. We see Maurice and Sharice. They go horseback riding. Sharice says she rides horses on a regular basis. Maurice seemed like he ain't been on a horse in a while. That horse was throwing him around. The horse was in control, right? Maurice lost his hat, all kind of other stuff. Good to see Maurice not in a suit, right? Nah, of course, my man ain't gonna wear a suit or horseback riding. But it was a good date, man. You see them after they do the horseback riding thing. He laid a picnic table out for a romantic situation where they had rose petals, had some good food. Now. Look, y'all know. If you follow the reviews or you watch this show, one thing Maurice is going to do, Maurice is going to eat. And he may not talk much, but he's talking more now, but Maurice is going to eat. So they had a great date there. And Sharice even broke down a little bit. I think I like them. She's becoming vulnerable with Maurice. The other guys that she started a date or she dated didn't bring this out in Sharice. Sharice is really involved in Maurice. He has some good concerns. Whether he's going to move to Miami or she's going to move to New Orleans, worried about her business, her family's there, her mama's there. I'm like this. If brother's a lawyer, it might be easier for him to pick up and move to Miami than it is for her to pick up and move to New Orleans and start her business all over again. And he can practice law out of both, right? Start a law firm or start a law firm in Miami. Sure, you get a lot of clientele that way, right? Or work out of both cities, nonetheless. But Sharice is vulnerable with him. I mentioned earlier, I like this relationship. I think Sharice and Maurice both can work out. You can see he's really into her. I don't think he's playing games with her heart. I think he really wants to be in a solid relationship with Sharice. Then we see Cam and Zadia, the cheapest date of the night, right? Which I'm not knocking it. Sometimes some of the best dates are the free dates, right? He had a photo shoot with her, right? She had a photo shoot with Zadia, which was kind of, was nice that she had a photo shoot with her. Then the conversation in the date takes a turn for, it takes a turn for what it is, right? We all know this. We see it coming. Zadia doesn't see it. They should kind of feel, in my eyes, I think she feel foolish. Because again, she talks to Cam and said, you know what? We've been doing this for a while. Can we get close? How do you, she says she's close to finding love. She explains, how the relationship, she would ask Cam, can you explain how the relationship works or what this relationship looks like? And he goes on to say, look, I think we can have an open relationship. What? Bruh, open relationship? Now, I don't blame him. He's been saying the same story every couple of weeks, right? He's been saying the same story every week. I'm not moving. You're here. I think let's have a relationship and keep it open. I'm open to whatever, right? Nah, you're not open to whatever. What you was open to, see, this is why Grandma said all the time, you don't get that boy the cow and the milk and everything for free. You don't do that. If you gave the man your candy dish, you gave the man your cookies, you gave the man your goodies, you gave the man whatever ones you want to put on that, right? If you gave him your womanhood, your JJ, and now brother, like, you know what? I got what I wanted. I'm good, right? You open? You good? I'm good. Now, but I want an open relationship. I'm not trying to settle down. I'm not trying to do none of that. And Zadia feels foolish. Can we be honest? She feels foolish. As a woman, she gave this up to this man. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly. We don't know 100% for sure. Allegedly. Don't want nobody to be mad at me. And now he doesn't want to be the full-time relationship with her. He's been telling her. It's not like, he said, I've been open, I've been honest, I've been transparent. I've been telling you for the whole time, this is what I'm looking for, or this is what I'm not looking for, this is what I want. Hey, and he's been, again, 100% open with her about how he feels. And Zadia is like, ooh. And he asked her, kind of what she wants. And she was like, I kind of wanted a relationship, I wanted to do something different. Well, let me say, if you wanted to do something different, right? Allegedly, you wouldn't have gave him your goodies until you knew the man wanted to be with you. If you wanted to do something different, I'll be the guy. I say it. I'll be that guy. You thought giving him your goodies would make you have love. Never works. It never works. It never works. You gave him something, and he was like, yeah. The street Cam was ready to roll, and he's ready to roll right out of this relationship with Zadia. So it's not happening. It's not going to happen. Man, she didn't know what she wanted. And she don't trust herself, right? False promises all over and over again. That date. We see these guys, and then Tamika tells them, look, we're down the road. We're going to, you're going to have to make a decision. They talk about how the dates went. Ashley's just all over the place. Vern doesn't really like Tabari. She likes Tabari. Doesn't like Tabari enough to move, right? Tamika, Zadia, and Cam. Cam got what he wanted, right? He got the goodies, and he ain't moving. His businesses are in New Orleans, and he doesn't really want a relationship with Zadia after that. She can go back to D.C. and do whatever she wants to do. Sharice and Maurice, in my opinion, are the only couple that's going to make it. And the only people, she's the only one going to, in my opinion, she's the only one going to leave the show with somebody. All right. Ashley shouldn't leave with Don, and Don shouldn't leave with Ashley. That is just a social media nightmare waiting to happen. That is a relationship that's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to be what it is. Vern and Tabari could be a good long distance relationship, but neither one of them moving. All right. And Cam, as I mentioned earlier, got what he wants, and he ain't dealing with Zadia no more. So, but they get to pick next week. We get to see who they pick. And then after they pick, right, we roll it right into the reunion. Hey, yo, Ready to Love and Own ain't wasting no time. They're giving you the show in the reunion next week. So, hey, I'm here for it. I'm going to talk about it, discuss it, check it out. Also, January 12th, if you have not heard, January 12th, the new Ready to Love. Dallas, I believe. They're back in Dallas. Will be coming out. The preview looked like it was a little bit of fire. look like. People talking about slapping the taste out of folks' mouth, and people say they're ready for it, and see people twerking. The preview had me already like, okay, when is show starting? So, hey, that's the review for this week, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Check out our other stuff on our page, other reviews with Married at First Sight. And once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Have a great holiday if you're watching this before December 25th. And so we enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and we'll catch you down the road. Talk to you later. Peace.